We're back, and this is part 2 of gun control.
If a terrorist or a criminal wants to hurt somebody or wants a gun or a weapon, they're going to find a way to get their hands on it. They don't care that they're not supposed to have it because the fact that that's the common sense. There's no common sense in saying that we want common sense laws to sell this gun to whoever, because the terrorist is going to buy the gun from the criminal who broke into my house and stole my whole fucking safe. Plain and simple. There's no way. No, there's no way.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, but it doesn't mean that society should put the laws in place anyhow.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that we throw our hands up in the air and say, oh well, just because the criminal is going to find a way around it, that society should just ignore what's going on out there. No. Okay? Society should still care because, after the Sandy Hook shooting, we had the Columbine shooting, we had the thing that happened in Orlando, everything else. When is enough? When is enough?
Enough is enough when people start shooting back. That's when enough is enough. When people start shooting back.
Okay, let me say something on that one. Okay, when people start shooting back is when people start shooting the wrong people. Alright?
Oh my God!
Who's untrained and they don't know what to do, then they're going to be shooting across the room thinking they're the bad guy, but they're shooting a good guy.
No!
Oh, you know who the bad guy is. It's a democratic phenomenon.
Okay, they're panicking and they don't know what they're doing. Alright?
No!
A gun doesn't defeat the purpose of another gun.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
All of these shootings have happened in gun-free zones.
Every single one is a gun-free zone.
And to go back to the argument that we've had before, you would not go to a shooting range and shoot up people at a shooting range.
Yeah. Oh, but those people are trained. No, they're not. They're just people that take their guns and go shooting to stay proficient.
One thing that you're missing out on this also is that this guy who did the Orlando shooting, before he was shot, he was actually on his Facebook account and also making phone calls stating that he was doing this on behalf of ISIS. Okay, who is telling these people to go and do homegrown attacks.
Yeah, but the whole problem was that his wife knew what was going on, and she never called authorities to tell the authorities that he was trying to be in cahoots with ISIS.
No, that's not even the problem. That's not even the problem. The problem is that he didn't go to a gun mall and shoot it up. He went to an area with no guns. Why?
He did not know that there was not anyone there who did not have a gun.
He knew the possibility of somebody having a gun there was extremely low.
Especially because at
going to a pawn shop or a casino or somewhere else where there's security or something like that.
They make sure that you don't bring in your guns. They have bouncers at the door checking you, making sure that you don't have a gun on you.
You don't know if this place had that. You don't know if this place had that.
90% of nightclubs do. And if they don't, they have metal detectors.
Yeah, you're right. We don't know if this place had that. You're completely right.
We don't know that.
Well, nobody in the club had a gun.
That's speculation.
Nobody in the club had a gun, and that's not a speculation.
You don't even know that. You don't even know that.
Everything that I have read on this says that it was a gun-free zone. Completely gun-free zone. Nobody was allowed to bring in a gun. If you stake the place out and you watch something long enough, you could tell the people who bring in guns and the people who don't. And if you see that people aren't bringing in guns to a place, that would be the perfect place to hit up. How hard is it to look at a place and figure out if their most common visitors have guns or not? And if you can't stake out the place because you live 2 hours away, then you can have somebody else stake out the place. Nobody knows if he had anybody working for him that fed him information.
No, nobody knows that. That's why there's still a lot of speculation.
And
we can't speculate on much of this. But,
I mean,
but I can tell you, the guy went in there with bad intentions and he killed a lot of people. This was the worst mass casualty.
Yeah, but that would happen
on U.S. soil since 9/11.
That would happen with or without gun control.
Yeah. Oh, did you just say this was the worst?
Maybe not.
This is the worst massacre that's happened on U.S. soil since 9/11?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if he shot 10
Absolutely.
people and then somebody shot him, would it still be the worst? Okay, so that person that doesn't know what to do, right? He sees two people with a gun, right? One's the bad guy, one's another good guy, and he shoots the good guy only to notice that was a good guy, and then he shoots the bad guy. Is it still no longer the worst thing that's ever happened?
Son, in the heat of the moment, it took less than a minute for this dude to kill this many people. Less than a minute for someone to react. Okay, in the heat of the moment.
Which is why so many people died.
Let me finish. Most of the people in that particular circumstance would be, it's a fight or flight response. They're wanting to get the hell out of there and not hang around. Alright? They're wanting to protect their own ass instead of trying to take out this guy.
Yes, that is protecting my own ass. As a guns rights person and being trained by the military and knowing how to fire a weapon and going to ranges and staying proficient with my firearms that I use, protecting my ass, my best option would be to pull an open carried weapon or a concealed carry weapon and shoot the person that's trying to kill me.
Yes, if you have that capability, son, but if you don't, you might be the first one he takes out.
Most people who carry guns.
This is all speculation. This is all speculation.
I may be the. You're right, Mom. I may be the first person he takes out, which really sucks to be me. And I love you, America, but my gun is still now in place to protect 100 other people. Even if he shoots me, there's somebody else there that could have also been shot lying on the ground, no longer an immediate threat to shoot him.
This guy actually had training. He was a security officer that worked around the CIA, right?
Yeah.
And he had enough training. He worked for a government firm. He had enough training to be able to take people out that fast. Most people who go in and they shoot up a place, they don't have a ton of training. And if somebody is in the building that does have a gun, obviously they're trained. Like, people aren't going to carry around a gun, especially concealed carry, and not know how to shoot it or how to disarm somebody who has a gun. I mean, we're talking most people with guns have military or police officer training.
I'm going to end on this note, is that I just cannot, in good conscience, stand on the fact that more guns is going to be the solution, because I don't believe it is.
I'm not saying more guns is the solution. I'm saying more guns out of the house.
I don't want to strap on a gun to go out to eat, or to go to a movie theater, or to go out to a pub.
My issue.
Do that, and I don't believe that it makes the world safer to do.
Okay, well here's my point. Do you remember when we were driving down the alley and that black Camaro got really aggressive and he was like, "Get the fuck out of my way or I'm gonna beat your ass" to you? Do you remember that, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
and I stepped out of the car and I told him that he needs to get out of our way.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He got a little snippety,
but he got out of our way, right? He got out of our way, right? Why did he get out of our way?
I don't know.
I had a pistol on me. I never touched it. I didn't have to do anything. He was threatening me. I got out and I said, "No, you're being aggressive. You came through this alley at 65 miles an hour. You almost hit us. Now you need to move aside." And he did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My issue with the gun control is how are you going to know the people that cannot have guns and the people that can? For instance, we had a military base that was shot up by a military personnel.
Not only a military personnel, but a colonel.
Yeah.
A colonel.
Yeah, a colonel shot up
Bragg.
a military base. He was trained and he knew how to shoot guns, and he was military personnel. There was no signs, according to anybody, that he was going to shoot up a place.
Except for
he
him
did.
saying that he didn't want to go to war.
There is no way to completely foolproof tell if somebody can or cannot have a gun.
But
and taking away guns completely does not help anybody.
But I mean,
Because if somebody wants to do something, they're going to do it.
But
a law is not going to prevent
I'm
them.
not saying to take a. I'm
stop
not saying
talking
to
for me.
ban
You're not
guns
supposed to be in this
all the
video.
way. I'm not saying that because that's not the
Did you introduce yourself?
No, but everybody knows me.
Okay, so what I'm saying is Fort Bragg is a prime example. Military personnel, high-powered rifle, AR or M4 carbine, fully loaded with multiple magazines, goes onto a base, opens fire, and only kills 3, injuring 6. Hundreds of targets. Why did only 6 people get injured?
Guess he was a bad shot that day. I don't know.
No, he got shot. He got shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
He got shot by somebody else. Well, multiple other people. I think there was four people hit him or something like that. By the time
And not only that, he lived a spare child. They didn't shoot to kill either.
No, but he was still only able to injure 6 people and kill 3. Like, granted, that's quite a bit, and probably all of this took place in probably 15 seconds.
Right.
You know, it went down real quick. So he's a good shot.
Yeah.
But in 15 seconds, he was dehostilized, demobilized, and arrested. Not because nobody had guns, but because the majority of people had guns. Nobody shot the wrong person.
It doesn't mean majority of the civilization, regular civilians should have guns. And matter of fact, they probably do. The majority of the civilians have guns anyway. It's the few that don't. Alright? There's a small caliber of the population that just doesn't want to shoot guns, doesn't want to be around guns, and doesn't like the idea of having guns.
Well, those are the people that
And there are some of us that do.
Those are the people that need to understand that by having those guns around is protecting their lives. Even if they don't want to touch it, I'm still willing to put my life out on the line for them, whether they like my firearm or my belief, period. But the fact of the matter of me having a firearm or being proficient at shooting my firearm may save their life one day, they should leave me alone for that matter.
Alright, so on that note, we're going to close it.
That's the end, Mom.
And if you guys liked EJ's mom's ideas, you can go onto her Facebook page, like her page, Tina Talks Politics. Just look it up on Facebook. I'll try and
Tillman Talks Politics.
Oh, Tillman Talks Politics. I'll put a link on the description of the video. And I'm sure that she'll share it to her page. So, have a great day, guys, and thank you for watching another video.